We begin tonight with the fallout of sweeping new tariffs, shocking governments and investors all around the world.
That's right. So the stock market suffered its worst trading day in 5 years. Here's a live look right now. The big board. By closing, the Dow fell more than 1,600 points, losing just under 4% of its value.
The Nasdaq dropped nearly 6% and the S&P 500 sank nearly 5%. The crash follows President Donald Trump's plan to implement tariffs on nearly all U.S. trading partners. His plan includes a 10% minimum tax on imports from all trading partners and higher rates on dozens of countries that he says are ripping off the U.S. Tonight, economists fear a global trade war could plunge the U.S. economy into a recession. President Trump, though, remaining confident the opposite will happen.
Markets are going to boom, the stock is going to boom, the country is going to boom. And the rest of the world wants to see, is there any way they can make a deal?
Several countries, including China, Canada, and Mexico, have already vowed countermeasures.
So from higher prices to blows to retirement funds, economists say the impacts of the markets and tariffs may trickle down to American consumers.
11 Alive's Cody Alcorn is live tonight in Atlanta, breaking down how this could hit your wallet. Cody.
Well, Jennifer and Ron, no doubt these tariffs carry the potential to touch every part of our economy. The companies that make the products, the producers who supply the materials, and we, the consumers who buy them. From the food on your table to the car in your driveway, tariffs could soon be driving up prices.
We certainly aren't going to see prices going down.
One of the biggest industries at risk? Agriculture, a major force in Georgia's economy. U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins says farmers should brace for uncertainty.
We don't know what those consequences will look like. In fact, it may be months before we really know, especially in the row crop.
Assuring farmers safety nets are being put in place.
We are setting up the infrastructure that if in fact we have some economic consequences in the short term to our farmers and perhaps our ranchers, that we will have programs in place to solve for that.
The auto industry also on edge.
We still have 90-day supply of cars out there that are untariffed.
But after that,
there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of angst amongst myself and all my dealers. My question in my head right now, as an American citizen, as an American businessman, as an American car dealer, is how much pain will be associated with the ultimate gain.
It's not just big industries. In Georgia, more than 99% of businesses are considered small, many relying on imports to stay competitive. Emory University finance and economic professor Tom Smith says some businesses rely on cheaper foreign products.
Well, if they're cheaper to buy from the U.S., I would have already bought them from the U.S.
And if they pay more, you pay more.
Well, how does that help a small business? It doesn't.
As for the stock market and the 401k many of us have, Smith says that investors see what is coming. As prices go up, people buy less and demand goes down. Of course, investors not looking to invest in uncertainty in some of these companies in the future. Live in Atlanta, Cody Alcorn, 11 Alive News.
All right, Cody, thanks a lot for the update.